Hey guys, here for another video, and I wanted to do a quick video on TGS has been going on this past, I think from the 18th till what is it, the 20th, I think, or 21st or whatever, this weekend. So there was some cool stuff shown for Metal Gear. I've been trying to stay away, I don't want to spoil too much, but I think a launch window was kind of given for that. So I think that's 2015 now, and I'm really just ecstatic for that. It looks great. It from what I have seen of it, and it's Metal Gear, and I trust Kojima basically with what the past Metal Gears. I've loved every single one of them, so that looks cool. But what I want kind of to be the focus of this video, the main kind of discussion, and what I want to kind of just throw out there is Final Fantasy 15. This game was first revealed this past E3. They renamed it from back in 2006, around the time when Final Fantasy 13 was about to come out, or I think it came out 2008 or 9 or so, or 10 actually, I don't know. But they first were talking about Final Fantasy 13 and making Final Fantasy 13, and they said they were going to make, like, it was going to be kind of this type of trilogy thing. There was going to be these other games in this different universe, or the same universe, but kind of different characters and stuff within that universe. And it was called Nova Crystallis, I believe. If I'm wrong, look it up. You'll see what I'm talking about. But it was kind of directed by, or kind of led by, I don't know if I'm getting his name right, but I thought it was Namo or something. It's the director of Kingdom Hearts, that series. And it looked really good. It looked incredible, and it was kind of headed toward PS3. So we've kind of seen stuff over it, and like leaked stuff like throughout the years, very sparingly. Haven't heard much, like officially though, a big pack of it since like 2006, 2008, I don't know. Just haven't seen much from it. So, this past E3, we got to see, they renamed, alright, was it this E3, or it might have been last, actually. It might have been 2013 G3. They announced Kingdom Hearts 3, and they announced, they showed more Final Fantasy 13 Nova Crystallis, and at the end of it, the kind of logo goes away, and it's Final Fantasy 15, and they've took that game. That game was so much good on its own that they kind of warped it and made it its own Final Fantasy. And that's where we've been at. We've been, hey, Final Fantasy 15's announced, Kingdom Hearts 3, and that just was awesome for that E3. I believe that was 2013 when they announced that, but we haven't seen much since then. We didn't see any much, at E3. We didn't see anything. We've kind of been left with sparing details. Until TGS, which I got more than I thought we were going to get. With Final Fantasy, or with Square-Enix, they will announce something and it will just be, it'll take years and years, and then it'll come out. Now, we are met with Final Fantasy 15, and the impressions are coming in because they showed a good amount of gameplay at TGS. It was surprising. Not only did they announce that, but in 2011, a game called Final Fantasy Type 0 came out for PSP, and we never got it. It never came over here, but people enjoyed it. People said it was it seemed like a more action-oriented Final Fantasy approach to Final Fantasy. And we never got it until now, which on March 17th, we are getting an HD release. They showed like the comparison, they made a video, and I haven't been keeping up with this game at all, but it looks awesome. It looks fun, it looks fast gameplay, it looks good. I mean, from what the HD remaster they did, it looks like they did an incredible job. I loved the HD remaster they did for Final Fantasy X, and I was like, oh, cool. And then they announced, if you get this game, you get a download code for the demo for Final Fantasy 15, which is, again, shocking for how long it takes for them to kind of push out these games and stuff, and to see Final Fantasy 15, which, in my mind, going all the way back to 2006, 2007, whenever they first showed footage of it when it was known as Final Fantasy 13 Nova Crystallis, it's very surreal. So I will be picking that up day one. And my impressions of the demo is that they showed this giant turtle thing coming in. All the characters are driving in a car, and you see this giant turtle-like monster on the side of the road, and you see a lot of, like, on the road, like they're off the road, they get out of the car and they're fighting these monsters and stuff, and I got goosebumps kind of looking at the trailer. I think or not the trailer, I guess it was a trailer, but it showed a lot of gameplay, and it did show cutscenes, I'm sorry, too, and man, it brought back those feelings of 13, of just getting giddy of how great it looks and how, like, getting in that world of fantasy again. And what we've seen before of that 2013 trailer was the characters are throwing their sword at the wall and fighting vertically. And I was just like, give me that. Like, I love when games have that one little pull. Just Cause 2, for example, Just Cause 2 had that grappling hook thing that you could use. Boom, okay, grapple this, let off, hit the parachute, fly off. Or you can grab people and then hook it to the person, hook it to a car, whatever, and they'll be dragged by the car. And for this, it looks like, hey, you're going to be throwing your sword, jumping up places, and then in this news trailer we saw you can throw the sword back down and attack an enemy. Awesome. It looks fun. And what has happened is the director of Kingdom Hearts has been working on this for so long, he's now moving over to Kingdom Hearts 3 and putting his full everything into that, which I think is I think it's great planning on Square Enix's part. I haven't been happy with Square Enix in recent years. Even with 13, I just haven't, there hasn't been that much in the way of stuff that surprised me from them. So this recently in the Kingdom Hearts, and even the Tomb Raider game that that came out, Square Enix, I think they're doing a good job. I think they're stepping things up now. Bravely Default, a lot of people like that. I didn't play it, but I'm very happy for them. I think it looks beautiful. What we've seen of it I just want to play that game. It looks like a next-gen game. They showed, like, the weather system with a newer video that was released very recently. I just watched it today, and it showed just the different weather systems and the different characters. They just, like, kind of rotated around them in real time. And what I will say too is the animation is spot on. Like, we saw those early trailers and I said, this might be pre-rendered because it's just the animation was so beautiful and the pace, like the fights. But no, like, he was dodging and doing all this stuff, and the animation is just, I don't know what it is, but they nailed it. I think they nailed that look. And one last thing that was interesting was I was talking to a buddy at work, and we were talking about the original trailer from TGS, talking about when they're in that car and they drive off and they have all the buddies and they're fighting, you get to see them on the road and stuff, and he's like, so it's a road trip adventure game and stuff? And I don't know if it is. I've seen really big open areas and they're in different parts of whatever. I'm not sure how long, like, you have to get on the road to go to each thing. I just hope it's like that. Like, then I got to, like, thinking, like, how cool, like, of how beautiful this game looks and stuff, and like let me get in that car and let me drive to these different locations. That's really, like, I want to experience, like, this world that they've created and, like, this big open landscape and stuff. Kind of, and thinking on it now, like, reinvent the world map system where, hey, get in this car and you can drive, make it more open world-esque, but more linear, and like, hey, you gotta go here, go here. I think that'd be really cool, and I'm interested to see where they're going with it. I think on the demo they said if you're driving the car and you're not if you're not driving the car, actually, if you try to, like, walk the thing and do the missions and that they have set out in the demo, it's going to take 3 to 4 hours to complete the demo, which is pretty cool for a demo length. I want to use the car, but I feel like I'll be playing that thing a lot. I'll be playing that demo a lot. But I'm really excited. I love the new action-oriented Final Fantasy. I know I'm gonna catch some flack for that, but I like turn-based. If you really like that old school turn-based Final Fantasy, get Bravely Default. A lot of people just called it Final Fantasy. that they went the hardcore old school route. If you like that, Bravely Default is there for you. As for, like, moving forward and stuff, I'm glad to see them kind of changing up the formula while keeping what it looks to be. They had in the gameplay with the behemoth, and they had those little imps or trolls. I don't even know what they call those monsters, but those are for like the classic Final Fantasy. And I was like, wow, like bringing this in with this almost modern day setting, I guess you would call it. I don't know what you would call it. It looks very modern in the environment. I mean, you're in a car. Like, how much more modern can you get with that? But that fighting classic fantasy monsters is like awesome. And the trailer ends with the very first one, not the gameplay one, ends with him pulled out and he says, the character says something like along the lines of, you know, it's been a while, you know, we're almost there. Talking about the ride or probably the game, but kind of like a wink to fans, like we're gonna do it, we're gonna get here. And the famous Final Fantasy Crystal, or I don't know, Crystallic theme or Crystal theme, I don't know. It's the theme song where Final Fantasy starts playing over that, and I was just like, they nailed it. I'm floored by what I've seen. My jaw's dropped. Goosebumps. I even get goosebumps now just seeing the day and night system and the gameplay. So March 17th of 2015. Mark your calendars if you want that. Final Fantasy Type 0 looks good on its own, but you get a demo of Final Fantasy 15 at the same time. So look forward to that, like I am. Even if you hate it, look forward to it. Just want it. So let me know what you guys think. If you don't, I'll just sit here alone and keep talking about video games to myself. So new reviews coming up. Destiny stuff will be coming up soon. I think that's going to be an interesting video. And yeah, I got some figure stuff coming. There's one thing in the mail, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Thanks. Bye-bye. Or what am I saying? Thanks. Later. No thank you, unless you like and subscribe or comment. Then thank you if you just watch it. No, thank you if you do that too. Thanks all around. Bye. 待たせて悪いな。